Yo, Black Compass Media. In my opinion, we got another one. We got a manager special today, man. We got two of the great managers in the sport today. We got my man Kennykenny 757 from VA.
Good, good.
And we got Wing. What's good, Wing?
What's good?
Y'all could just kind of tell people a little bit who y'all are. I'm pretty sure they somewhat familiar, but just give them a quick reminder.
All right, Wayne,
Kitty, I'll let you go first.
Nah, ladies first, go ahead.
You know what? And I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Can I shout out my brothers real quick?
Go ahead.
The Breakdown Crew. Shout out Jay, Shy, Mike Phenom, Mad TV Malone, Chris Petty. Do work. All right, so, most people got to know me, Wing Truth. And it's an honor that you kind of gave me that tagline as far as managing, because I haven't really done it that long. Officially, my brother Riggs, Rewind can't talk today. Rewind Riggs from Bullpen before he became Bullpen. He's always been my crash test dummy. So I kind of started there with him, guiding him and, trying to get I've always, I guess, been behind the scenes more so, just kind of guiding situations, for anybody, of course, that knows my background, you know where I came from, you know what I've done. I am a marketing major. So, just managing for me, I guess kind of comes natural. With this battle rap shit. And then he decided, now that he's signed on with URL, he's definitely decided to, sis, I need you to manage me. So we're officially there. And then, of course, my little big sister, I am managing Robin Rhymes currently. Okay. And so, that's where I am right now.
Robin Rhymes. I didn't know about the Robin Rhymes situation.
Yeah. Riggs is a little easier to a degree, but I vowed not to manage females because just the female battle rap sector, as y'all know, can be quite crazy. And that's kind of why I decided, being a female, female to females, it just depends. You have to have a certain level of respect and growth for yourself. And I'm a go-getter. So for me, I'm the type of person, there is no obstacle. If you want it, you got to grind and get it. And I'm the type of person, I don't repeat myself. So, I'm not going to tell you what I feel you should do. I'm going to assess what you want to do, and we're going to get it. And if you are not ready to put in the work, then I don't really feel like it's a good match. You know what I mean? Okay. I'm from the I cut you off at the knees type of person. And I don't mean to be ugly when it comes to that, but when it comes to female battle rap, and maybe because I'm not in my 20s any longer, there's a lot of shit that you see as far as females in battle rap, and that's not who I am, nor in battle rap or in life. So I guide, careers with morals and ethics, and I feel like you can do certain things as a female. Sex sells, we know that. You know what I mean? And there's certain things that you can do, but you do it with integrity, because you can't expect anybody to respect you if, and that's the problem that I have. So that's kind of why I didn't want to do female battle rap, but I've been a fan of Robin's for a long time, since she came in through Queen of the Ring. She is one of the ones that I know does not have a ghostwriter. When she came in through the tournament, I'm dead ass. Y'all, come on now. Both of y'all know me for speaking my mind. I'm not going to bite my tongue, but you know what I mean? I can't go through that scandal, especially with being media from AFM and now to my own show. I have to stand by my word. I can't stand by you if you around here, buying bars or collabing with niggas. Like, I can't do that. So, I know for a fact, like I said, she's an artist and she's a battler. And, just kind of, when she kind of left the scene and came back, look, it was like, listen, what you want to do? Right. And here we are. So we've been doing this for about a year.
Okay, cool. Kennykenny, man, talk to him, man. Who is everybody be wanting to know who the dude that be with Av at all the battles? Who is this Kenny 757? You say
listen, man. What's good, man?
You say something wrong on Twitter about about Av or VA. Kenny is gonna be in your mentions ASAP.
Man, for real, I be trying to play it cool, you know, be like, you know, professional, man. This Kenny, y'all bear with me, man. I ain't gonna front. I'm in Walmart trying to do the self-checkout thing right now, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. What's up? My fault. Trying to multitask real quick.
It's all good. It's all good.
All right, Kenny, man. I manage Av, and I also manage media personality and host Mojo, and for real, man. I've been like real big. You know, I love hip hop, man. Everything hip hop. I'm with it.
Right.
I originally started. How much time we got, man? I'm gonna get real.
We got as long as y'all got.
I originally started out as an artist. You know, opened up for a couple major you know, artists. Then went on to like, you know, do the promotion things and the marketing thing. And I don't know if y'all remember back in like 2014 when the what was it, the Big K and Arsenal card happened.
Yeah.
I was a scout on that.
Okay.
So basically, I scouted the talent, and in the midst of that, a name that always stood out to me was Av. You know, I mean, I had my other homeboys, you know what I'm saying, that I was rocking with, but that was like definitely the first name I was gonna you know, put on the card. And if I could rewind real quick to like 2012, that's when I first met Av.
Okay. Okay.
Real quick. He had battled one of my homeboys. And he beat him. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, he beat him convincingly. I was like, man, who the fuck is this dude? And straight up, you know what I'm saying? And ever since then, he just, you know, he left an impression like, all right, gotta keep an eye out for him, you know, on the scene. Next thing I know, he battling John, and so on and so on. So fast forward past 2014, after the whole event with Big K and Arsenal, I definitely, you know what I'm saying, the people, you know, the powers that be, I told them, yo, you need to book this dude Av. He need to be on the card, paying whatever you want, just make sure he on the card.
Right.
So we just kind of built the you know, we built the friendship, seeing each other, you know, along the way, saluting each other. And another tidbit on that, I also scouted gyms for that card. You know what I'm saying? I was just on YouTube checking out some stuff. I seen the gyms video. I was like, oh, okay, dude got personality, throw him on the card as well. So I always been having an eye for talent, you know what I'm saying? So after that, you know, my first URL event was, what was it? The Redemption card. I think that was when Myers battled T-Rex. Yeah. So I was, you know, going to events, this and that. And in the meantime, in the same time, you know, all that was going on, Av was having his PGs, but I was.
Yo, Kenny, we lost you. Kenny outside, man. Y'all got to pardon him. He outside moving around. Okay, we can hear you now.
My fault. Somebody tried to call me, man.
Oh yeah, you good.
My fault. In the midst of that, you know, Av was having his PGs. Like I said, I was always running back and forth from VA to New York, and you know, I couldn't make a couple of them.
Right.
But I remember on the when he battled None, I believe it was I think it was the Perfect Day to Die. No, that was Mike P. But either way, when he battled None, I just went, you know, straight off support. He, you know, a VA dude. We all rolling deep.
Right.
And we just built the bond. We just, you know, basically we just built the bond.
You cutting out a little bit. Kenny, you cutting out a little bit.
My fault. Everybody want to blow me up now.
You might have to put your phone on Do Not Disturb for a second.
Yeah, I'm about to do that, man. Yeah. But my fault. You know, fast forward. It was a bigger. I think, matter of fact, it was around Av's birthday, like January 6th or something like that. This was back in 2014, like the end of 2015 or what. This right after he battled Mike P. And you know, I took the initiative to basically, you know, promote him, push him, do whatever, you know what I'm saying, you know, to help out, basically, lend a helping hand.
Right.
And I think, you know, as a matter of fact, it was his birthday. And I played it off like, you know, brothers weren't really doing nothing, you know, weren't nobody really like, you know, we already got plans, you kind of out back for your birthday. So then a couple of fellas, man, they took him out. I threw a big, you know, like surprise, you know, party for him, had the town come out, show love, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And ever since that, he was like, "Yo, I'm rocking with you. You my manager. Let's rock." And we just been rocking ever since. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we both got the same initiative and
That's dope.
working towards the same goal.
That's dope. So being a manager in this industry, I feel like is different than a lot of other fields. I just wanted to ask y'all some questions. Like, okay, so Wayne, what is the role of a manager in, like, just in the battle rap realm? You know, like because I think for a while it was, first off, this was like it was a street thing, so it really wasn't managers booking battles. It went from on-site battles to the battlers just negotiating what they want and who they should battle, to now is managers involved. Are the leagues even receptive to managers in battle rap now, or how does this work?
They are not. And you know what? Here's the thing. It's everything is just life. They're not, people are not going to be receptive to anything that they're going to do what you allow them to do. You know what I mean? Because battle rap is a little different in the mindset of battle rap. It's different when I don't really understand the differences. Really, this is underground hip hop. So it's really no different than the mainstream music. You're going to have a manager in mainstream music. You're going, you know what I mean? You're going to have role managers. You're going to, all of these things should apply anytime you're doing business. If you're signing a contract, if you're taking money, if you're doing, just for the protection of yourself. And understandably, we were a handshake community because everybody was close knit and everybody knew each other. But you can't expect for everybody to be honest. And I think that's the part that is now coming into play more often than not. Again, like I said, because I have the best of both worlds. Some guys don't need some don't need the guidance as much. And so in my opinion, and Kenny, Kenny, we both know your artist is hard-headed. So I know what you got to deal with. But on my hand, Riggs doesn't need as much as Robin needs. Yeah,
we got you.
I didn't think you were there.
I was laughing at that. My fault, I didn't want to cut you off.
Oh no, you're fine.
Go ahead, Kenny.
Back to what you, because basically, it kind of
cutting out.
If we keeping it real, I'm cutting in.
Yeah, you cutting in and out a little bit. You might be in a bad area. I think you might be good now.
I might be good.
Yeah, you good. Go ahead.
How about? Okay, what I was saying, like, if we keep it real, we basically the middleman from the artist, to the league. And if some of the leagues had it their way, they would just cut us out completely. And just try to go straight to the artist. Like I tell, like I've said, the Ab and Mojo, who I manage, that's like I tell them, let me be the bad guy, or let me be the good guy too, because I try to come at like a respectable approach with it. Like shout out to JB from Battlecast and Band. He pulled me to the side at the URL event, was trying to, told me straight up. He was like, yo man, you're one of my favorite battle rap managers, because I know the artist is not an easy task, but I always see you working and you keep it professional.
Right.
Caught me off guard. So I was like, saying salute, I appreciate it. So it's some people, some of the leagues are better than the others. Like I haven't had no problems with URL, honestly, on my end. I do, like, for the most part, they good. Like I always try to, like I say, keep it a professional until always introduce myself until they got to the point where, man, that's Kenny, we know him. Come on, man, you good? Like, where they build a rapport with you and everything smooth. Everything else is smooth for real.
Okay. And what about on your end? When you said the leagues aren't really as receptive to managers as you feel they should be?
And I was going to correct that because in my experience from what I've seen, now I will say, and I'm so sorry, shout out to Little Sis Hunger Games, Niecy Brown. She was an coming battle rapper, Free Tink. The bro, Tink asked me to manage her as she was coming into battle rap. And this kind of segues into where I'm going with it. unfortunately, this is such a male-dominated sport, and we have this battle between male and female so much, as far as credibility. What I find, like for instance, Kenny with Av may not have the issues that I'm gonna speak of, but I haven't had anybody disrespect me per se, but there have been other female managers that I do know where it was like, you know what, I'm not talking to her. I'm gonna go straight to you, the battler, and do, and deal and do dealings. And then, basically then when something goes awry or there's an issue, then the manager has to fall back or has to step up and clean up the mess. All because I wanted to get this deal with this battler and I didn't want to have to go through you for whatever reason. So that has been situations that I've heard about with Niecy and somewhat with Robin. I don't think that it's more so about gender for me. I just feel like there have been situations where people want something from that artist, and I just feel like they may not be as forthcoming with the artist as they should be. And so that's where I kind of deal with things. So it's just kind of a double-edged sword for me. Like I said, I do have the female issue part of it, which I don't really feel like it's a big issue because, again, like Kenny said, I'm professional and everybody knows that. But I'm also going to be a straight shooter, and it sometimes does not come off as nice as you would like for it to be. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I try to not go into, I try not to mess up the relationship between the artist and whatever league, but you're not going to shit on the person that I'm managing, because that's family. You know what I mean? Management and your artist, you're like, that's a bond. Like Kenny said, you know what I mean? It was strictly support with him and Av. And then knowing Av, it's like, listen, if this person rides with me, they ride with you. You know what I mean? So you're damn near that, your family. So you have to protect them at all costs.
What's the fine line? What's the fine line from a league having like a prior relationship with a battler versus now having to build a relationship with the manager? What if they like, all right, let's say I'm a league and I've been booking the Av for about a year already, right? And now Av has a manager. Is it somewhat disrespectful if I don't go through the manager and I just keep hitting up Av now? Like, how does
Kenny, I'll let you.
Yeah. On the professional sense, I'm gonna put it like this: if it ain't broke, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Okay.
Like it's kind of like, some people get into it. I say they get into it for the money. I mean, we're not doing this all for nothing, but we're not trying to be dumb either. So I'm not gonna let Av get taken advantage of or nothing like that. Not saying he would, but that's why I try to say, like, anybody I'm representing, I tell them, yo, let me be the bad guy. Like sometimes you might be like, man, I don't really want to do it. I want this much, or I say, yo, I'll do it. But I'll be, like Wayne was saying, I'll be professional about it and let them know, like, well, this is what we want. And if, it ain't no hard feelings, it's business. If you can't do that, then we just move on. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you trying to always have the best interest of your artist in mind. So if a league, to answer your question, if a league kind of, reached out to Av, I wouldn't be upset. They got a rapport. Av's gonna let me know the date, so we'll check in. We'll all be on the same call, and all be on the same page. I just make sure everything logistically is straight. They handling this. They not, they're not mistreating the artist. So, but but that's just me and Av though. I mean, that's
see, I was gonna say, for me, I do agree with what Kenny's saying, but again, like the bottom line is it's business. So my manager has to be inducted in that somewhere, because although it's been a year, you know what I mean? I had that happen with RIZZ. It was okay. Well, RIZZ had to let that be known. And that's what I mean by the artist has to make sure that they're enforcing the fact that, hey, I got a manager.
Right. When
he hit URL. Right. You know what I mean? And then when he hit URL, it was whispers of, okay, well, first off, I didn't know Wing managed. Or, you know what I mean? It was just like, okay, now people are jumping on the wave because you're URL, and he had to let it be known. No, that's not the case. but she, you will respect her, and this is what I need you to do. Now, there are certain things that, he can handle himself, but I do expect for there to be some contact in terms of, like you said, logistical. I if you're going to reach out to Av, I expect to know about it, which, you tell me. If you're going to reach out to RIZZ, I expect for you to know about it. Robin, I expect to know about it, not from them, but from you. If a contract needs to be signed, I want to look over it first. So just kind of there, you know what I mean? They can continue to have that business relationship, but I just feel like we're here to protect you. And like Kenny said, if you don't, let me be the bad guy. If you don't want to do this and you don't want to do that, because if you have that rapport, it's harder to say no. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I feel like, no, it's not. I don't want to say that it's blatant disrespect, but I just feel like, you know what, let's keep it, if it's going, we can't keep it professional and business one part and don't have the other.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, like you were saying earlier, this is an underground sport. Everybody doesn't have the business acumen, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they like, why I gotta talk to you, but once you kind of set the standards for that, they respect it more, and they kind of say, okay, they legit with their shit. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna go about it this way. And at the end of the day, you want to be the best representation for whoever you're representing. You don't want to be in the blogs talking crazy and going wild. Like, that shit rub people the wrong way.
Right.
In my opinion.
Now, see,
Get what, Wig? What, Wig?
I kind of, see, this is the problem for me, because I'm media. I can't not do that. But I don't, here's the thing. Any craziness that I do talk, I'm not disrespectful. Again, like I said, battle rap for me, although it's underground and all these different elements, I don't know how to be any other way. So I bring my professional life into battle rap. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I can talk shit about you all day long, but it's with love. You feel me? So I'm gonna keep my business relationships, and try to, since I'm media, you got to understand, hey, I wear two hats, but it's only with love, because I'm a fan first. And like Kenny said, he was a fan of Av's. You feel me? And so for me, it's like, damn, it's hard, I gotta, because I do a radio show, and I'm like, damn, I gotta come at such and such or whatever. Again, I'm just only doing as what a fan would do. Mm-hmm. But then here's my other hat. So I have to, I don't know how to do that. And sometimes I just let my guys do their thing, and I just may be quiet about a certain topic just so that it doesn't rub people the wrong way. But, they may feel a certain, well, I don't want to book her because she was talking about different things or whatever. Robin and Queen of the Ring, they hadn't had the best relationship with her as she, kind of left or whatnot. But yet and still, I may still rock with Queen of the Ring. And then if they, for me, again, it's business, because I wear two different hats. I have to address what I see, whether it be from my artist or whether it be from the fans' perspective. And I would hope that people would understand that. I'm not going to choose, because again, everything I say is with love. I promise it is.
Do you guys, and I'll start this one with you, Kenny, do you guys have any say-so on, like, the matchups? Like, do y'all negotiate the actual matchups or no?
Nah, some things, well, I'll put it like this. Whenever Av gets thrown an opponent, he'll bring it to me. He'll bring it like, yeah, they want me to battle so-and-so. I'll be like, I don't know. I said, why? I'll either be like, yo, that's a good look, or I'll be like, well, why? You know what I mean? So I mean, it depends. Like, it's basically like, yo, do you think that's a better move for you, or is that just, saying whatever, to be on the card? Not saying he necessarily just doing it to be on the card, but like once again, you just trying to make sure your artist's career keep elevating.
Right. Okay. What about same question for you?
It's the best look.
Yes, I do, for both. Okay. Just kind of like what Kenny says, you go over what it's gonna do for you. In battle rap, in any competition, you kind of do favors, with certain situations. Robin, being that she's coming back into battle rap, you can't just be out here battling anybody. You need to make the right moves so that, basically certain things can pop for you in a certain amount of time. We're still waiting for her and Coffee Brown to come out. And that was supposed to be her introduction battle. Oh yeah. Then
that'd be fire.
Shout out to Coffee.
Yeah.
Well, no, that already happened. They had the PG. That was I set that up. I set that up when Coffee first came in. Oh yeah, when Coffee first came in, I definitely was a supporter for her. And then, like I said, with Robin, I knew that this was before I even began to manage Robin, and I knew that she was coming in, and I just felt like that was a perfect match. And so I had Coffee on the show one day, and I was like, she was very new to battle rap, so she knew Queen of the Ring girls, but she didn't really know the history. So we were just kind of going over stuff, and then I brought up Robin, and she was like, "Shit, Coffee is cocky." So she's like, "Shit, I don't watch anybody." And I know, like I said, so I had them on the phone together. She was like, "Shit, set it up." And so then, shout out to KG, he went ahead and set that up. So we were still waiting for that battle to drop. It hasn't yet. Hopefully it will soon. Mm-hmm. But, after that, it's some other stuff that she has in the wings that will put her on top soon. And then with Riggs, there's certain situations. Again, with URL, I feel like the people that he has surrounding him and talking to him are trying to give him the best look.
Okay.
So I don't, you know what I mean? So I don't so much navigate with that situation, but we do have that discussion as to how is that going to benefit you? This is who you have on your resume already. You know what I mean? I know that you're coming into URL, but you do have the right to say, no, we're not gonna just make it seem like you just got to take anything.
Right. Yeah, like I agree. Like, not to really, try to shit on anybody, but I remember when they offered Av Big T, and I'm kind of like, for what? Like, I don't, not dissing him. I mean, we keeping it 100.
No, you're right cool, though. You're right. I mean, Big T's done what he's done. He is who he is. But right now, it don't make sense.
From a fan's perspective, from a fan's perspective, who want to see that?
Right.
That's that. I mean, so I always think of it, from that standpoint too. Like, what's going to move the tickets? What's going to sell? What's going to look good to the people? Like, all right, we coming to see that.
Okay, now we always hear this term, like, especially from the battlers or even, just in the community, in negotiations. I know my worth, or I'm worth this, I'm worth that. How do y'all being managers? How do you determine battlers' worth in the sport? How do you determine that? Like if I'm a league owner and I'm sitting down negotiating with y'all and I want to give him this, but you feel like it's not enough, and you saying he's worth more. How do we determine that somebody's worth what? Because it seems like that's another thing in the community that kind of people go back and forth about, especially in negotiations.
That's a fact. Okay. Okay. Go ahead, Kenny. Go ahead.
You sure? All right. I look at it as like it's like a negotiating tag. Okay. It's basically like, what can I do for you and what can you do for me? It's like if you already showing interest in my artist, you already know if you're a smaller league, that's going to be the draw. People are going to come to see that, so we might negotiate. Okay, we want this price, and we'll also help out with the promotion on our end and so on and so on. As you should anyway. But we try to make it, the best offer for whoever's trying to book you. But if they're trying to play like hardball and be like, nah, we ain't really got it like that, we'll try to work out something where you need to compensate this or handle this. We'll work with you, but you can't tell another grown man like what they worth and what they're not worth.
Right. What about you, Wayne?
So,
for me, okay, so for female battle rap, that's the part that is tricky, because you can be worth a certain amount, but that doesn't mean that the ticket sales are going to reflect that. You know what I mean? We can't go by views anymore. So you have to look at it as how does that business get their money's worth by whatever amount you're asking for. Of course, you include the travel, you include the lodging, you include the flight. Yep. So you have to come up with a number. Every number is not, with us, every number is not going to be the same. Like Kenny just said, if it's a smaller league, you know, and they're trying to put, well, and for females, it depends on what you're trying to sell as far as that card. I do a little dibbling dabbling with Chris Petty as far as putting cards together. And when you're putting females, shout out to Chris, when you're putting females on a card. And so I go back and forth, and shout out sis, Miss NYC. We kind of, you know, we talk about what the worth is. You know what I mean? I'm actually doing an all female card soon here. And that's been a big deal about how much they're worth. I may think that they're great. You know what I mean? And they should be worth this. And I know the numbers for some of these girls, and it's like, yeah, they definitely should be getting those numbers. But at the end of the day, battle rap fans, the casual battle rap fan is not necessarily coming to see them. You know what I mean? Okay. They are really a niche market. Riggs, on the other hand, when he was with Bullpen, unfortunately, that contract that he was under, I did not rock with. And, you know, I'll just keep it a buck. That was one of the things that I just felt like, you know what, I love you, bro, but I can't really manage you with this whole situation because I don't like what's happening. You do have a great resume, but are you going to bring in that amount of tickets if you're charging this amount of money? You see what I'm saying? So
they got to recoup.
Right. They got to be able to recoup. Yeah. I mean, what you're charging, what they're saying that, you know, you're supposed to be worth, that might be half the card, or that may be you and another battler, you know, then you're not even including travel and all of that. So, you know, it definitely, that part, it has to be negotiated. However you do that, you know, as the manager, but it has to be strategically negotiated, and you got to be fair. You know what I mean? And that's sometimes where the favors come in, because again, like I said, the number may not always be the same. You may have this battle league that may promise you, hell, you know what, I'm trying to help you eat, or I want to, you know, put you on this amount of cards. You may negotiate a number to, you know, be on such amount of cards with this league. You know what I mean? So it may be different, but you just got to be smart about it. I don't believe in being greedy. Yeah.
And even on Av's tip, even with, you know, him just being a battler, he an artist as well. So I get a lot of calls for features. And my thing is, I don't want to waste our time, and I don't want to waste your time. So it's like, I always try to make sure if they're paying for a feature, they get their money's worth. We're gonna help with the promotion. We're gonna push it. I know Av ain't gonna spit no bullshit. I mean, I think the whole battle rap community should know that by now. And we'll get into that a little more later. But I feel like, you know, if they, you know, they negotiate, I'm gonna be fair with you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like being on both sides, like being an artist once, and you know how you wanted to feature. So I always got that in mind. Like, okay, I know where they're coming from. I'm gonna be fair with them, but I want to make sure they don't waste my time. I don't waste yours. Right. And you send that half deposit, and let's get it. You know.
Now you just brought up something. You said you know, the artist not gonna bring a half-ass performance. Do y'all have those conversations with the artist? Like, how does it
absolutely
post
absolutely.
Okay. How does that come about?
I'll speak on it. I feel like if you're not speaking your mind to be to give constructive criticism, you don't need to be in the circle. Don't nobody want a bunch of yes men around them. So if I felt like, bro, like, dang, you could have done better, or like, dang, I really, you know, I'll speak on it, but it ain't gonna be disrespectful. But you would want that, like, you know, if the shoe was on the other foot, you would want somebody to, like, yo, keep it real with me, you know, like, yo, I really think, you know what I'm saying, you could have done better. Like, I'm gonna keep it, you know, and you know, they might be salty. We get in arguments all the time, but that's just because, you know, you passionate about, you want to see your brother, you know, say, I want to see
him win. You want to see him do great.
I want to win. Yeah, I want to see him win. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm gonna tell you, like, if I feel something, I'm like, feel a certain way, I'm like, I don't know about that one, man, or, you know, and he'll you know what I'm saying, he'll disagree, or we'll go back and forth. But at the end of the day, I know deep down he respected that. Like, a nigga kept it real with me when he could have fed me some bullshit. Like, yeah, man, you did good, man, you killed it. And knowing deep down, you feeling like, you know what I'm saying, you're not keeping it real with him. You only a detriment to his progression.
Right. Wing?
Well, I when I'll go back to Coffee and Robin, when she was coming into that battle, you know, she had been 2 years retired, and you know, yeah, I'm not. Listen, I have military background as well, so I am a drill sergeant type of manager, and yeah, you know, and she'll tell you, like, we have conversations. She'll call me bright and early. I work overnight, so I get off at 6 a.m. I'm on the phone with her at 5 a.m. pretty much every morning. She was having some personal issues. Her dad has cancer, and so, you know, just life was hitting her. And so, you know, she kind of started to try to do the whole meltdown thing. And, you know, she just didn't know which way, you know, so I'm the type of person, I'm gonna slap you in the shape. And if you don't like it, you can tell me about it later, but my method is going to work and you're gonna love me for it later. You know what I mean? Yeah. I am that girl. And it's just, that's really the only, just from personal experience, that's the only way that I know how to be. You know, when I lost my mom, my dad, and my brother within the course of 9 years, I had to fight. You feel me? So for me, I know with her personal life, it was like, listen, you're going to be a battler, or what you going to do? You sinking and swimming. You know what I mean? And so we have conversations every single day as far as what you want to do. This is where you need to be. You know, if you're ready to give up and, oh, you know what? Don't take too many battles. You know, we do have a lot of people that have inquired for her, but I'm like, listen, if you in the middle of this, what you trying to write for this for? You ain't gonna be at your best. You know what I mean? She's hungry. She wants to battle. She's looking at certain things, and I'm like, okay, we don't do one round battles though. Like, no, we're not gonna do that. So we're gonna wait for this to come, or we're gonna do this. You know what I mean? I feel like setting her up the best way that she is. I just keep her consistently fresh and writing and motivated. So yeah, that, you know, we definitely don't play the bullshit at all. If that's what you want to do, then I love you to death. We can be cool, but I'm gonna leave you alone, because that's not, you know what I mean? That's not fair to fans that you be lackluster, because we are in the era of the check.
Yeah,
that's true. I mean,
that's true.
But okay, so how do you reevaluate where you are after a bad performance? Like with the artist, does a loss affect the artist? Should it affect their price, or like a bad battle? Like,
I feel like if they still calling, they still know the value. Honestly, if they calling you, they know the value. They calling you for a reason, because they know you're gonna bring the people in if they put you on this call, or they're gonna get a fire 16 from you. Could it hurt you? Yeah, it could hurt your brand and your overall stock. But I feel like let's get into it. We'll speak about it. I feel like when Av was going through the controversy and everything, we knew he wasn't stealing, regardless of what anybody was saying. It wasn't nothing for us to do but to keep doing what we was already doing. And I thought it was nothing but perseverance, to be honest with y'all. Like, keep doing what you do. Like, use that shit as motivation, and, you know what I'm saying, remind these niggas. And I feel like that's what he did, you know, and I feel like that's what he's still doing. So,
but do you feel like that hindered him for a little? Because it seemed like for a while. All right, let's just be serious with Av. He came in. Yeah. Every top dude was saying, like, nah, I don't really want to stand in front of that.
I remember.
I don't really want to stand in front of that.
I was right there when they were saying it. Yeah.
It was no chinks in the armor. And then once it's like they put that angle out. And, you know, in battle rap, when people find something, anything, and when they find a way to try to make it stick, they are going to try to make it stick for as long as they can. So it's like,
I feel
you. Like Vern with the gay mom, like Ars with the bus driver, even though Vern say his mom not gay.
Yeah. So it's like, did that have any effect in terms of? Because I think it had an effect with the fans for a while. I feel like maybe this past year he's just now starting to get the love back from the fans, because these niggas let him be fake mad at niggas for mad long for no reason.
Yeah.
But did that affect his like? Did that affect him though? Like,
I think Av would tell y'all straight up, when honestly, when he was coming in and doing this thing, they was showing so much love. Yeah, we was enjoying it. Like, okay, that's what's up. Like, but he'll tell you himself, he was like, man, I don't know the shit kind of not make them nervous, but like if they love me this fast, like I know only like something to make them flip them. Like you know how somebody love you too, they too damn nice. You kind of worry if somebody that's too nice. Like man, what y'all, you know what I'm saying? What's your angle? So I feel like once that happened, yeah, we laughed it off like they serious. But then once we start seeing all the videos, it's like, come on, man. I feel like it was more coincidence and a reference more than anything. I know bro nice. I feel, and to be honest with y'all, it might have been I'll say it late. It might have been laziness. Like, because I know he don't really watch battles like that. He don't. But I know for him to sit down and for him to sit down, I watch everything. I ain't gonna front. I watch everything. So I'll be like, yo, you see the fat stay in this man, I ain't watching that white boy.
I ain't watching that. On, man. Yep. I can attest to that because when that shit happened, like me and Av have been friends for a very fucking long time. Like that VA wave, nobody was on that wave like I was. You know what I mean? All of them, not just Av, Squeako, Rolla. Them is my peoples. You know what I mean? And I used to talk to Av a lot. You know what I mean? And it was just like this. So when that shit came out, I had a conversation with Rolla, and I'm like, bro. Like for real, your honest opinion. This was about 2 years ago. I'm like, maybe a year and a half ago. I'm like, what's your honest opinion?
Yeah, beginning of 2017.
Right. Yep. And I knew in my heart of hearts, I was like, hell nah. When I talk to this nigga and I'll be like, oh, you know, and I watch everything. So it's grind time, it's overseas battles, it's everything. And he'll be like, Wayne, what the fuck? Like, why are you watching that? You know what I mean? What you mean?
Yeah.
And even, you know, when we go back in history, just for URL, and people see, this is where, and I know we're getting a little off topic, but this is where research comes in. The new fan of URL, you have fans that are cultural, you have fans that are popular driven, and then you have fans of league. You know what I mean? Nobody knew who Av was really until he hit the URL. So you didn't know how nice that nigga was when he came into the game. And it wasn't
nobody had an angle on him either.
Exactly.
They didn't even know how to really beat
at the end of the day, right? BA culture, them niggas is artists first. And the way that they battle rap, it wasn't as core battle rap as we come from. We know every battle. You know what I mean? They ain't watching every battle. So yeah, the Iron Low, I was like, when I heard the line, I'm sitting here, I was like, oh my God, that shit was fire. And it never even dawned on me. That shit.
Yeah, and I think that's the only one I'll say. And he'll say, my shit, he fucking forgot. Like niggas forget. Like, I think like once that happened and he got off stage after that crazy round, I can't remember who the female was, but it was somebody like, yo, somebody put it like, yo, I think Averb said that, bro. And it was like, oh shit. Like he didn't do the shit on purpose. It was just like one of them things. Everything else is bullshit. Everything else is bullshit.
I was at a battle here in Memphis at IMBL, and Blick the Barbarian, I think he was battling 5'9". It was the same day that he battled Suge, and he did a great line. I can't remember what that line was. And Big Cannon was in Florida, and I had just watched the pay-per-view. He was battling Drops 30. Do you know them niggas all had the same variation of a line? And I tweeted that, and I'm like, I understand there is blatant stealing because you had a nigga out here, King Louis. I forgot what his name. Yes,
King Louis.
Remember that shit?
Yeah. But wait, wasn't he the nigga that he took a big? Well, didn't he just have like a gumbo pot of bars? Like,
yes, from Cannon,
a whole big K joint or something.
Yo, he mixed in some Big K with some he was stealing everybody's shit. Yeah,
he was stealing everybody's shit and gave no fucks. Yeah, so it was, you have your blatant, and then you have shit that is coincidental. And
yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was like, you know what? Like you said, I know for a fact because I do talk to this man enough and just kind of know how he is, and he's nice. At that time, it was like he wasn't lazy. He had that hunger about everything has to be fresh. You feel me? So it was just like, nah, I don't believe that. I seriously did not believe that.
That's what really made it so hard to believe, though, was like, we know how nice that nigga is, man. We know, like, it's like,
and I go, and to back up your point, I'll go a step further and say, okay, take out all those bars they assume he was taking. The nigga bars was still nice.
Yep.
And I'm not even gonna get into some of the niggas I still hear to this day that say some of the shit Av already said. But I'm just like, I'll look at him, he'll look at me and be like, yeah, I know. But
damn,
you know
that's a good point though, because the ones that was supposedly 10-4s, I mean, those bars ain't even his best bars to me. That like the shit that's supposedly stolen, like that shit ain't better than the it's like porta potties. I make you hate to have to take the shit outside. Like that shit is like that's the best shit. You know what I'm saying? Not the quote unquote shit he supposedly stole. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh no.
The nigga say so much. I know the nigga talented, and he even proved a point. I know we getting off a little topic, but he was like, "What the fuck do you start at to make sure you didn't say nothing?" And I know for a fact he reached out to people in the community. Like he sparred with certain other. He sparred with other battle rappers, and you know, and other respected people in the culture. And they be like, nah. So I know he doing his due diligence to make sure. You know what I'm saying?
Do y'all feel like the people pick and choose though? Because all right, whatever I said. There was some Hollow bars that there was a time when there was videos of Hollow saying the same exact thing as other people. The whole back. I mean, I didn't really see the community getting an uproar about that. Is it just people picking and choosing?
Man, they blinded by the top tier shit. It's
definitely selective. Yep. And like I said, you have fans of the culture. You have popularity fans that are fans of battlers, and then you have fans of leagues. Mm-hmm. And you know what I mean? Some people can do no wrong, and others it's like, you know, we gonna nitpick. We're gonna feel this way, you know. And then not for nothing, fans. We're in the age of the troll, so you know what I mean. The negativity. If, like you said, if we can find something, because Av was for so long, it was like, who the fuck is this nigga? He is unstoppable, and he's beating shit down your favorite battler's leg. I mean,
I feel like they didn't
even.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I wasn't even gonna go there. You said, but like straight up, like I felt like, in the beginning, or even still now, we seen it. If you want to be Av, you're gonna have to try to out rap him or do some backflips on stage or some shit, if that's what y'all want to call winning. But they couldn't straight work bar for bar try to out rap him. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like now that they got an angle, like, all right, finally some chink in this nigga armor, let's go for it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or so they suppose that's what they thought. And now you see how that shit go. I mean, I thought the JC battle was fire, but
yeah, it was super fire. I want to ask y'all this.
Angle too long.
I want to ask y'all this. With the way the footage drops on YouTube, definitely pay-per-view has definitely had an effect on that. As managers, like, do you think y'all should look into negotiating a drop date for the battle on YouTube as well? Because it's like the pay-per-view happened, and then like AvJC might drop in November. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the way this shit is now, like we don't know. Like,
you definitely should negotiate a drop date, because like, again, what we're dealing with Coffee and Robin, it's like right now, and not for nothing, it's a PG, so it does have the tendency to possibly not drop. But I'm not going to really go into complete behind the scenes, but there's an investment that you make in yourself as a PG, you know what I mean? And so you kind of go into the situation expecting something and may not get it. But you know, if you can negotiate that, I would definitely say so, because in her case, she needs that footage, and she needed it yesterday. You feel me? Riggs, however, is a different. Well, he's kind of the same boat, because as he's being introduced to URL, we definitely need that footage ASAP, because at the end of the day, you have a rising star, and now his price just went up because his popularity just went up. And you need to be able to see that footage so that you know that he's going to bring the tickets in. You feel me? So it's a numbers game when it comes to stuff like that. Profile, all of that is considered when that footage needs to be dropped, because in their cases, they are grinding to move up.
I think I think the way the battles drop now, I think it definitely hurts the up and coming battlers just because how can I gauge my worth if like my footage ain't out there? You know what I'm saying? Like how can I move up? You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
Wayne, you know what I want to ask you? I
That's a
want to ask
fact.
you is it difficult being a woman in this industry? In all honesty,
Very, very. I'll just keep it a buck. When I left AFM and decided to do this on my own, most people, and it's been, I can't even begin to say how happy I was for people who know me that, like, hey, she the truth, because unfortunately, you have so many.
hey Kenny, hold on 1 second, wait.
Other
Kenny,
females in battle rap, whether it's battle rappers or women in media that compromise themselves to just be put on.
hold on 1 second, Wayne. Kenny.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, your background a little.
My fault. Hold on. Let me cut this thing off.
You can continue.
How about now?
You good now?
My fault. Good. All right.
Yeah. Go ahead, Wayne.
Okay. Yeah. I say yeah because I just
Wait,
I get feedback.
Kenny, you got an echo.
Yo, my fault. I don't know what the hell just happened.
Yeah, you got a little echo. You might have to mic down, and then mic down, or maybe log out and log back in, and then I'll pull you back up. Okay, log out, and I'm gonna get you back up.
All right.
Go ahead, continue, Wayne. I'm sorry about that.
Okay. Yeah, as far as females in the industry, it's definitely harder. And like I said, as I was saying, you have certain females that, may want to do anything to kind of just belong. You know what I mean? And so it's just, for me, I'm a fan. I'm a diehard fan of this shit and have been for a long time. And it's like, to feel like my worth is not is downgraded because of what somebody else does. I can't have a fit about it. I just have to persevere. So, I definitely feel like there's that bias. But again, this is a male dominated sport in every aspect. Basically men pretty much run everything. And as far as, that it would seem. So it's kind of like you have to have an initiation almost to prove your worth. Right. I'm the rebellious type. So at the end of the day, you can fuck with me or you don't fuck with me. I don't rate my successes off of what everybody else may rate theirs off of. I know who I am in this game. I know what I've done thus far, and shit, the people that fuck with me are worldwide, to be honest. So it's cool. You know what I mean? It's okay, because what I show at the end of the day as an individual is what you will ultimately have to judge me by. You know what I mean?
I understand that. Yo, Wayne. Okay, I was just making sure you still there. Is in terms of now you working with Robin, is it harder to get women booked than, is it a little harder to get like a woman on a card, just because it seemed like?
Well, you know what? At this point, the women for the last about year and a half now, the women of battle rap have been able to be booked. I feel like the problem is because you have some women that, again, it comes down to worth. They've been in the game longer. They feel like they're worth more, but unfortunately, because of the standard, the female battle rapper is not going to get paid as much as the male battle rapper is. So a lot of them kind of stand down and kind of wait it out until they can get those opportunities. That's really what it is. You know what I mean? So it just, that is the part that holds them back. And for a while, they were together. You know what I mean? So there was really no level of competition to add to your resume. You know what I mean? So it comes down to what can you bring to this? Again, it comes down to ticket sales. Yeah, we want sexy on the card, but nobody was really trying to have female on female battles. The intergender battles now are, in my opinion, a whole lot better because, or a lot more entertaining now because a lot of these girls can rap. You know what I mean? And I don't know if you can hear that. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
a lot of these girls can. Okay, yeah, a lot of these girls can actually rap, and they're being shown, but the price is really the part that's holding them back, unfortunately.
Is it hard to get guys to accept a female battle?
Yeah, the era of ghostwriting. That's the part I've heard. Yeah, I've heard you've had some of your biggest girls get caught up in these ghostwriting scandals, and pretty much that kind of depicts how everybody feels.
Kenny, you good now?
I'm good.
Yeah, you
right,
good.
cool.
You good. Go ahead, Wayne.
Yeah, that kind of depicts how. Oh no, you're fine. That kind of depicts how everybody perceives females in battle rap. If one female battle rapper has a ghostwriter, they all have ghostwriters. You know what I mean? There's for some reason, you have certain fans as well as league owners that feel like, nah, girl can't be that nice. That she can rap better than this dude or whatever. And then you have it to where some fans are just feeling like, hey, I don't want to hear about no girl gun toting and slicing niggas up, and you know what I mean. But hell, I mean, if your local hood, some of the hardest riders are females. So I don't really understand.
You know what, Wayne? Though it is like, I'm not gonna lie, that Bonnie shit, man. Like she was saying her ghostwriter had a ghostwriter, like all that, like what
had
the
a ghostwriter.
What is this? What is this? Like,
but not for nothing.
But I don't think that I don't think that every female, the fact that it's guys not accepting female battles because they feel like a woman might have a ghostwriter, that's kind of I never even thought about that.
Well, see, and some of that is a cop out too now. Some of that is a cop out because for just as many girls as you may think have ghostwriters, these niggas do too.
Oh shit.
These niggas do too.
Kenny,
we ain't gonna speak on a big scandal, but
Kenny,
these niggas do too.
Wayne was telling me that I was asking her, is it hard to get like a woman booked? And she was saying league's not really trying to book female on female battles. They more into the intergender battles, but a lot of guys won't take a female battle because they feel like a lot of these girls have ghostwriters. What'd you think about that?
Man, to be honest, that shit hurt me to my heart. I got 2 female battlers in my top 5, period. So I always hope that they don't have ghostwriters. But I feel like if the woman nice, book her.
Right.
Personally, I mean, I know Av said he would never battle a woman. He just don't want to do that. But speaking for as far as the leagues booking them, I feel like if the woman's nice, if she's nice, if the MC is nice, book them. Simple as that. I mean, that's my stand. I hope they don't have.
Let me add to that too. I think two girls that may get booked more than anything because and maybe because the aura that they have about themselves. T3, most men will battle in a heartbeat. She's gonna always stay booked. Yeah. E Hart will always stay booked. You know what I mean? QB will always stay booked. And this is just off the top of the head, but then there may be a couple of others. But there's a certain marketing strategy that they've, or even just how they market themselves in battle rap, that I think that some people feel safe with battling them because they know for a fact that these people definitely don't have ghostwriters. They're nice with the pen, and not even with QB. She's just all around nigga.
Nice. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Out of the 3 you named, they all are like really aggressive. So I don't really see the change much when they stand in front of dudes. It's like it's just 2 MCs battling. I don't really think about the gender too much for real.
Right, me neither.
I mean, I think I feel like a lot of women. I feel like women have gotten a lot better, and I mean, I've seen a lot of these women just kind of smoke some of these guys. Shout out to
a fact.
40. Shout out to 40 and what she did to Cortez. But
I
all right,
was
whatever.
just about to name her. Oh my God, yeah.
Wait, Wing. Do
But
you think
and I don't feel like they get the credit though. I don't feel like they get the credit as they should for. I mean, the one rounder that she had with Big T, I'm like, oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah, she cleaned Big T up.
Yeah.
Do y'all think Queen of the Ring like kind of not being where they were? Me saying not being where they were, that's me being nice. But Queen of the Ring not being where they were, is that also hurting the female battle rap game?
Not at all.
No?
Not in my opinion. No. And I'm going to tell you why. They are the female URL of battle rap. Abso-fucking-lutely. However, I feel like you box them in because unfortunately they are the second seed to battle rap. Mm-hmm. You have to be able to put them in other places so that they can get that popularity factor. You know what I mean? It was so much more that female battle rap had to offer. Now they have that. Before they didn't. And so I don't feel like Queen of the Ring when they were popping. I don't feel like Queen of the Ring, and it's in sectors. And let me explain that. It's in sectors because for Queen of the Ring, when they first came out the gate, when they were in the old gym with the ring, when Jazz was still battling, it was, when Shuni and Farrah was a 2-on-2 team, you know what I mean? When all of that, and that was 2010, when Rain was still battling Matrimony, all these, I can go on, but anyway, when Queen of the Ring was at their height and the sparring sessions were even lit, that was the introduction. When that new wave came in and started to change that look of Queen of the Ring, meaning Official and Jada Ray, you had a C3 also. You had a portion of girls that consistently battled dudes. So it changed the look of Queen of the Ring, but the older vets in the game had not done that. You see what I'm saying? Jazz and all of them, they hadn't battled guys as consistently as these girls had. So it gave it a new look. They were, to me, more advanced than the older girls were. And I feel like they needed to play catch up. And so, although you had a couple of battles on URL, which of course you had Hustle battling O-Red or whatever, but even with that, they felt like she got washed. You know what I mean? You had a few battles. I feel like Official kind of skyrocketed that because she came in the game battling everybody and they pappy. You know what I mean? So she changed the look of it. And I felt like the girls had to catch up to that. QB had already been doing that, but I don't think that people were realizing that she's actually grind time and she was already doing intergender. So some of the girls needed to get that seasoning, in other words. Well, now that they have it and they're here, you goddamn right. I mean, I feel like some of these niggas might be ducking some of these females because you know what I mean? You can't just be disrespectful when battling a female. That's the cheat code. To me, that only worked with Arsenal and QB. Any other female male battle, I feel like no. If she's nice, you gotta rhyme with her. I reference Cortez and 40. I was so mad at that battle because you had to rap to 40. You wasn't supposed to talk about fucking her and doing this and doing that. No, my nigga, you were supposed to rap to her because she came in there, and then Daylight did the cop out with her. You know what I mean? Listen, I get mad when I think about some guys that battle girls. You gotta rap to these girls.
Yeah. I got a question too. Like I know QB, she had the C League, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, do you feel like it wasn't enough like outlets? Because I felt like on the guys' side of things, like, okay, they don't get booked on Smack, they got RBE, they got so many other maybe not as notable platforms, but they're still respected that they could go to and still kind of, flourish and work on their craft and still get a look. It just seemed like I guess I'm asking, do you feel like some of the female battlers were more too dependent on Queen of the Ring? So like when they kind of fell back or what have you, that it was like, okay, now what?
Well, like DRIZZ said, he was being nice. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be so nice. I love Queen of the Ring with all my heart. I have always supported them. But just like with when you are in a top tier situation as far as leagues, you have to appropriate situations the right way. See, shout out to Joshua and them. They definitely were trying to bring back the Queen of the Ring feel. Queen of the Ring has a diehard fan base, so yeah, they only won certain battles on that platform. But when politics becomes more involved and messing up the church's money becomes more involved in a situation than actually cultivating the talent that's coming in, you shoot your own self in the fucking foot. You feel me? And the girls suffer because they're suffering behind Queen of the Ring. This is why I made the comment, just to kind of bring it all back into play. Okay. This is why I made the comment about that. You know what I mean? A lot of the girls I mess with heavy the long way, so I hear a lot of the shit that happens in the back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Queen of the Ring sets the precedence for how they're treated with any other league because they see or they hear about the shit that goes on. So sometimes they're not treated as fairly as they should. Some girls were able to take the bull by the horns and they were able to flourish and do other things, but you kind of, because there aren't as many outlets for females, as you said, there really aren't as many outlets for females like on a continuous basis. They kind of have to hold on to Queen of the Ring for dear life.
But see, when you said, all right, so like earlier you was like, yo, Queen of the Ring is the female URL, but you say Queen of the Ring, like not being where they are isn't necessarily hurting the girls. But I'm just like, I would think so, because even okay, so maybe a few days ago I had QB on and I asked her the same question and she said, yeah, because that was like the biggest, that's where all the eyes were for female battle rap. So it helped females, it helped the brands of females get bigger faster to where they could get on URL, they could get here and get there. Like, who was that on was it Summer Madness 3 where who did Hustle battle? Not Jazz and Gaddis. They never had to go through they didn't have to go through no work their way up system because they was popping on Queen of the Ring. Like if you was popping on Queen of the Ring, you could go on any event and be like one of the main battles, and they were the best battle on the whole card. So it's like, but I feel like
there's the fine line, and that's I probably should have elaborated on that, because here's the thing, like you said, that's a double-edged sword, because yes, it is the stepping stone for girls who don't have a following. It is the stepping stone, but you look who you just named. Again, Gaddis is not a Queen of the Ring girl. Gaddis is a Grind Time.
Right.
Okay. She's from Grind Time.
Yeah.
Hustle is from URL. She was first lady of URL. You see what I'm saying? Jazz was inducted into URL. QB, Grind Time, inducted into URL. So their popularity, this is what I mean by, for them, it doesn't hurt them. It doesn't hurt Farrah. It doesn't hurt Shuni, because again, they had already, their popularity, it doesn't hurt a 40. It doesn't hurt a C3. It just depends on what era you came into.
I think it does, though, in the sense of, you're not going to go to URL and see 40 versus QB, Jazz versus Hustle. You're not going to see a card full of female battles. Queen of the Ring, I was there for the NHB card. That's still one of the best. That's the only women's battle rap event I've been to. I've seen other, like one-on-one female battles at, like one-offs at events, but that's the only women's event that I went to. That's one of the best events I've ever been to. And I've been to like 4 or 5 Summer Madnesses. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
right.
It's nothing like having a card full of the top females banging in that ring. Like, it was crazy. It was crazy in there. So it's like they could go to KOTD, they could go to URL, but you only gonna get 1 or 2 of them. Y'all all not gonna be eating like that.
But that's by design. You see what I'm saying? All the girls that you're naming.
I'll be honest, I don't like that. Like one of the best female battles I seen was what was it? My verse versus Bonnie at the time. I mean, that was a fire in the building. That was a crazy battle.
Fire.
That was fire. And I'm like, okay, what the rest of them at? What I heard? I mean, like what y'all say, the Ghouls and Goblins. I heard they got something else coming up on the band Legacy weekend. But it's like, where they at?
Hold on. My verse and Bonnie, that wasn't Queen of the Ring.
No. What I'm saying is, my point was,
it was
only
saying,
one
of them though. It was only one battle. That's what you said.
That was only one of them. I feel like they should have had more females come on and keep battling. If you see the response,
and that's what I'm saying. That's by design. That's the point that I'm making. Is the fact that yes, it can hurt them, but it does not hinder them, because these are all girls that can go anywhere and be booked at any given time, battling males and females. You see what I'm saying? These newer girls, yes, they need the platform.
Yeah,
these girls
that's where it really got hurt. And with the new girls, it's because it's like, dude, like
they're not marketable.
I don't even.
Do you think it's a rebranding? My fault.
No, go ahead. That's a great question.
I was wondering because when I look at it, like I watch a lot of people and I hear what they say, and I don't recall. I'm not sure for sure, but I think Debo was saying they had something else coming. Or do you think it's more they need to rebrand themselves? They need to come out where it's they looked at it in a different light, like still respected, but all right, this the new batch, or do you think it's more of a rebranding thing?
In my opinion, whatever they got to do, I think they need to make things right with the real heavy hitters from Queen of the Ring. They need to get them back to the platform because they're gonna get the fans' attention and the eyes back to Queen of the Ring, and then through watching the elites, we're gonna see you can mix in your up and comers in that batch. You know what I'm saying? You can't just throw some full batch of females we don't know. Like people already are on the fences about even watching females battle anyway. So you can't throw them a bunch of people that they don't know. You got to mix them in. You got to sprinkle it in. You know what I'm saying? Like URL didn't just throw Av and all these niggas on us on a gnome all at once. No, they sprinkled them in. Okay, Av's ready. Boom. This guy's ready. Boom. The people are receptive to him. They mixed them in. You can't just throw us a bunch of females we don't know and just be like, oh, this the new wave. Like, no.
Right. Well, see, and on top of that, you have to take out the popularity politics, because I mean, I can name a wave of girls that even if they would have done it right, even with the elites, because every battler has a shelf life. Okay. At the end of the day, you can revamp yourself, you can transform yourself for a certain amount of time. But at some point, the hunger dies and you just got to fall back. So as that happens, you're supposed to be flourishing in the next wave. There's a few different waves that just completely got missed. You feel me? And that's where, to me, I just kind of fell off of Queen of the Ring. At this point, you have to rebrand. You have to bring the elites back. But even bringing them back, you got to put them with the right matchups. I'm going to tell you a matchup that I was so fucking disgusted with, because that, again, was a Queen of the Ring matchup, and they did it as a 1-round battle. That shit vexed my whole soul. That was Miss Miami and E Hart. That should have been 3 rounds. Salute to the league that did get the battle out. But again, sometimes shit comes down to price. It comes down to price. And if you can't afford it, you're gonna do what you can. I appreciate it. They wanted the female battle. They wanted, they were interested, but you got to do it the right way.
Yeah, I feel it could have been so much more.
Right. And so, and like you said, NHB, right. You know what I mean? They had the great cards. And also, with the politics, the messiness. This is where the female. This is when I spoke about managing and the cattiness in female battle rap, they kind of hinder themselves as well, because although, in my opinion, they are so underappreciated, but they dedicate themselves to give the best product available that they can offer. That means that takes time out of work. A lot of them are single mothers. It takes time out of being with your families to write. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I feel like at some point, the brand should control how certain things go. Some of the issues with Queen of the Ring didn't have to do with the brand, but had to do with the girls.
Yeah.
See,
They was tripping. They was tweaking.
Yeah, when you say that, I always wonder what happened with KCJ, because I thought she was nice, and then all of a sudden it was like you ain't even see her no more.
Right. I don't know.
Like,
man.
I was actually, I was checking for, like, all right, she nice, but then it's like, I don't know.
I don't know, man. Yeah, not to harp on Queen of the Ring, man. I hope they make a big comeback. I hope they get the, get it.
Yeah, most definitely.
Back, you know what I'm saying? But as far as y'all two, man, first off, man, I want to thank y'all for y'all work in the community, man. Being a part of it, contributing, making sure the artist is good. Because if the artist is good, we get good performances, and that's all we want as fans. You know what I'm saying? So thank y'all for that. How can a oh yeah, definitely. How can a up and comer with some talent, if they looking for somebody to kind of represent them, or how can they kind of get seen by you guys to kind of get some help, with their stuff?
You want to go first, Wayne?
Well, you heard what kind of manager I am. At the end of the day, if that's what you want, you know what I mean? It's not always a fast process with me, because I am a mother first. I have, plenty of stuff to do as far as life is concerned, and then in battle rap. But if you serious, if you dead ass serious about it, I mean, you can hit me up. My social medias, Wing the Breakdown on IG, Twitter, Leta Truth, Leta Truth, on Twitter, and on Facebook, it's Aleta, Aleta Thomas. So yeah, I mean, we can definitely talk. Like I said, I can't work miracles. But shit, everything, the grind. If you're ready to grind, we can work.
Okay. Kenny?
And even if it's not like represent y'all, definitely go reach out advice, or I feel like it's enough out here for everybody to get. So I don't mind giving advice here and there. Anybody can reach me at Kennykenny757. That's on all social media platforms. Even if I don't represent you, I'll try to at least stay. If I can't help you, I'll try to find someone who can, or at least steer you in the right direction. Right. It ain't always got to be like, yo, I want you to represent me, because I'll be honest, my plate kind of full. I like to try to like, for real, I like to focus on who I got and get them to a level first.
Right.
And then if I got time to take on someone else, like, I'll do it. And is it cool if I shout?
Go ahead. Shout out all your stuff, man.
All right, if y'all don't already, definitely follow Av at @SharkCity_Av, and definitely follow Mojo. She new, but she's solid. She knew.
I'm gonna have to get Mojo up here, man. I remember you tagging me in some of Mojo. I'm gonna have to get Mojo up here.
Yeah. Yo, y'all follow it's 757 _Mojo_. That's on Instagram. That's on Twitter. Y'all check her out. Show her some love. Mm-hmm. And man, I appreciate being out here, man. I listen daily. You know what I'm saying? So,
man, salute.
I definitely appreciate it.
Definitely, man. Yeah, go ahead.
Let me add one more thing too. As far as I've heard, managers, there are managers that ask for 10%. Like Kenny said, I don't like to bite off more than I can chew, and I can get you to the right places if you need it. But I don't do that fee thing. You know what I mean? I don't feel like, for what?
No.
I just don't feel like that. You know what I mean? I don't feel like that. The payment is not, shit. If we gonna work, we gonna work. I don't need you to pay me.
Right.
Yeah,
that's dope. That's dope. Well, man, I appreciate y'all time, man. Thank both of y'all for coming on. This is gonna be out real soon. Hey, Kenny, man, I just interviewed Av. Y'all be on the lookout for that Av interview that's about to drop. He told me y'all got some. He told me y'all got some wings for me when I come down there, man. I want them wings, man.
Most definitely, man. You already know. And look, I'll be a fool real quick if I don't tell y'all. Go check out Av Project Validated on all streaming services. Spotify, Tidal. Definitely check it out.
Fire. I listened to it already. We talked about it. Yeah, that's fire.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
Validated,
what it
is, man. SoundCloud, all that. Spotify, everything. So I appreciate both of y'all, Wing. Kenny, man, I appreciate both of y'all for coming on. Thank you.
No doubt.
Y'all appreciate you.
All right, Black Compass.
Salute.
Peace.